The final set of the evening is going to be our victor, their fiction in the run back versus S2J. Y'all might remember that the winner set was, well, I mean, it was fiction showed some signs of life, but I would say S2J, especially game 3, was pretty dominant. Games 1 and 2, I think fiction easily could have won either of those. I thought as the set was starting, I was like, wow, fiction really looks like he's going to take this one. Looked like he was just boxing him out, but S2J really kind of gave him the business with that full hop. You know, we were talking about the full hop drift, no fast fall drift. That aerial style.
You know,
I put a video out. Did you see the video? Is that what you're about to mention? You watched the video that S2J made?
He had a video about like how to beat Falco. Is that
he made a video the other week about it was like Falcon style, very recent, like a week or two ago. He made a video about like Falcon styles, talking about the aerial based style, the aerial based approach, like taking more to the air, doing a lot of aerials to zone, versus the more grounded style that S2J was saying. And I thought this was very illuminating. He was saying that he thought out of the 3 big Falcons, him, Wizzy, and None, he felt like in terms of the neutral, he's the most aerial heavy. Like he's the one that's most happy to be jumping around, to be kind of spamming aerials to like catch the opponent's approach versus like trying to dash dance them around. Which is a little more None, a little more Wizzy, which I thought was very interesting. And I think that against Falcon, Falco, I think we really see how well it's working out.
Yeah, no, that's super cool. Also, like, I was gonna say that I watched Ginger struggle a lot with S2J over the years, where he would continuously counterpick him to FD and struggle with this aerial style that S2J has. And I feel like eventually Ginger started figuring it out, and he actually, like, I remember I swear he lost like a lot of games in a row on FD, and it was like a lot of best of 5s where he would lose 2 games on FD, but he was like dedicated to learning it, you know. And when he finally like took a game on FD, and then it was like a flip of a switch where he could like, oh, okay, now I can play around it and like win and have control like pretty consistently and stuff. Yeah, it should be interesting to see how Fiction's approach is, because I do think that Fiction's pretty good at playing around aerial drift as well. Overall, we've seen him be dedicated to this I hold center stage style since before he was Falco main, to be honest. So yeah, should be a good time as our players are getting ready here. They have checked in on Smash GG already, so that means they're finishing up their straight striking and their connection. Johnny has not lost a game this tournament yet.
Not even a game, huh?
Yep. And he's playing someone whom he has already 3-0'd, so he's looking to complete the perfect tournament run here.
I wonder what percentage of locals are won by someone who doesn't drop a game.
Yeah, I imagine.
Actually, in some regions, it's probably quite high. Like, you know, there's definitely regions like, I don't know, Cyrox in Colorado in 2017 or whatever. Probably
how many locals has Kells done this at? You know, like,
yeah. Actually, that would be an interesting follow-up question: is who is the most locals won without dropping a game? Probably Kells. Kells.
Kells farmed for years, you know?
Years.
And then, like, he was kind of overtaken by face roll. Toomst moved away, you know? So
and then he had a couple more years.
Yeah, exactly. So he got to farm some more and stuff.
Now the Midwest is very strong.
Now they have all the states kind of had their rise of doc kids, you know?
Who else? I'm sure Sora had a run, or is having a run in Australia. Probably Spud as well, probably, back when Spud was active, I have to imagine. That's an interesting statistic. I don't know.
So we have hopped into it. Mr. Plow versus You So Bad at Game.
By the way, apparently there's a fake You So Bad at Game out there. I ran into a fake You So Bad at Game. And they just immediately, it's just a blue mark, and he immediately quit out on me. And I suspect the reason he didn't play me. He just immediately quit out. And I suspect the reason was he didn't want to blow his, you know what I'm saying? He didn't want to
too much notoriety.
He's like, oh, I got to get out of here. And I actually messaged Fiction. I was like, dude, was that you? Like, why'd you quit out on me? He's like, no, that wasn't me. Looked at the connect code. I was like, oh my god, that's good.
Yeah, that's funny.
Are there any fake squids out there? There are fake toasts for a while. There probably still are.
There's one fake squid. He plays Falcon and keeps posting these 100 ways to stomp knees.
Oh my god, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I heard. You know, it's funny. I ran into a fake Toph on ranked, and I looked at their connect code, and their connect code. I don't know what was going on here, but their connect code was SFAT number something something. I was like, is SFAT pretending to be me, or is it just, or is this guy just pretending to be two foxes?
Yeah,
he's pretending to be both me and SFAT. I couldn't tell, and the guy was pretty good. I don't know. It could have been SFAT. He only played me like one game. I'll never know. I'll never know. And maybe Zach was just feeling spicy and he just decided to smurf as me one day.
Yeah.
No
Dude,
idea.
All we're talking Fiction is putting in work trying to.
I mean, this is
S2J does not get
sort of what I thought. Yeah, right. Well, that's definitely the case.
Yeah.
Saying, listen, at least you got to put a little bit of respect on my name.
Yeah. Oh my God, that up air and up smash goes for the tech chase, maintains center stage, even though he drops the tech chase. Oh, Johnny is gonna answer back here. He's Omega dead.
Oh, ceiling tech, but it doesn't matter. Okay, well, there's the flawless record tarnished. By the way, that shine, that's the Ginger thing. Ginger was doing that to Wizzy. Remember at main stage?
That clip was so funny. Did you see the clip of
the animated 3D animated
the animated foxes?
Yeah,
you were one of them, right?
Yeah. Lovage and Mango.
It was so good as the fox like looks over and like the mouth move. It was so good.
It was great. It was great, and it was a good moment too in game. Yeah, oh, that's really smart.
Yeah.
My shine, I don't have to worry about any of those shit. If I get Falcon with my shine, he's pretty dead, so I don't have to worry about all that fancy stuff.
Yeah,
but
and that's probably part of like the flowchart adjustment that Fiction's had to do in this matchup, right? Because it's like that is a part of the flowchart that is different for Falcon Falco. Fox just ends it right there. Falco, it's kind of still flowcharted, but there's extra steps.
There's extra steps, and I think part of the flowchart too is at that high percent where the Falcon can't land on the stage anymore against Fox because the up smash will kill, or wave shine up smash will kill.
Oh, true, yeah.
And then with Falco, it's like, it's a little dubious. You don't want to let, this whole thing.
Yeah. And I want to bring note that on this game, let's see, close it out with a forward smash. All right, let's go. But I was going to say that Fiction actually did laser quite a bit this game. We mentioned about how he wasn't really laser camping, but the moment that Johnny was all the way in the corner, he shot like 6 or 7 lasers in a row. I think that is like the best spot for Falco to spam lasers is against cornered opponents. Because you don't really want to run into the corner because what if they roll, you know?
Yeah.
And that's one of those spots where like the lasers prevent them from getting out of the corner and they're stuck in the corner. And it's like, it's really hard.
Yeah, that's where you really feel like that's where Falco just shines, you know?
Yeah.
That's where you're like, this is why he's a great character. Right. But he does that too sometimes.
Yeah, true.
Quite often, in fact.
Yeah.
Just shines. Oh, wow. Jeez, snare.
Yeah,
okay. Big tech chaser. Oh! Gets the reverse, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh, and he finds a trade there. That's the trades we were talking about, where you get the trade with half an aerial. I traded my nair for your half an air.
Right. Dude, I love watching John. I feel like Johnny is he's like such a complete Falcon. Like I'm always like, he can do that too. I'm always so like just impressed when I watch him. Okay, gets hit by a side B, but to be fair, that is very difficult.
Yeah, that is broken, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Johnny he's a player who's kind of hard sometimes. He's not like aggressive, defensive, grounded, aerial. He's kind of just good at stuff.
I think he's extremely well-rounded.
Yeah.
I guess he was weak at edge guarding like 5 years ago, but I think now he's very good at edge guarding. So
him being bad at edge guarding was so funny. When he was just like, he would drop the freest edge guards, and every time the commentators would try not to bring it up every time, but they're like, I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Yeah. Because you don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be the memer, but it's like, well, that one wasn't a meme. He just dropped it. But now he's amazing at it now.
Yeah, now he's so good at it.
Back then it was S2J, and on the East Coast it was G Money, the two players that we had at edge guarding.
Yeah, look at Johnny. He's not so much corner camping so much as he's not being allowed to leave the corner.
It's Falcon. Yeah, I mean Falcon. That's the thing about Falcon. He can't just really like bulldoze his way through.
Man.
if he's not already set up to do so, then he's got to take his time. He's got to pick his spots.
Yeah, and we're seeing the full hops not really helping him get out, and maybe it's
that should be dead.
Ooh! Tech chase into another grab. The fourth throw is going to set up a pretty good edge guard, but not a free one.
Yeah, not a free one, as we're seeing.
Yep.
Fiction trying to cover a bunch of options with that dare. Oh! I thought he might rip something.
So he backs off.
That's Eddie in chat. By the way, everyone give Eddie some spam your favorite emotes to congratulate Eddie for 3rd place tonight.
Yep.
Okay, even though he could have very realistically could have been in the sprint final. So
he was a hitter,
maybe it's more of condolences. I don't know at that point. But I feel like Eddie's such a chipper guy.
Oh, the 4-tilt hatch.
Oh, he did the thing.
Yeah.
It's still going. Okay.
He missed the double jump. He got stuck in his shine. If he gets the double jump, ooh, jab, shine, grab.
Okay. I thought he shield yet because it looked like the jab. It looked like he shield the shine on the shine grab because the grab whiffed. He shield the away. I don't think he did that intentionally, but if he did, he's a genius. Shield SDI. I think he literally shield SDI the shine away.
Yeah. Shield SDI is some future stuff that's kind of forbidden right now. We're not really
we're not allowed to talk about it really. Yeah. It's in under development.
Yeah, don't worry about Shield DI, everybody. Don't forget what Toph said. That was weird how Shine Grab missed there, huh?
Weird how it missed. Yeah, it is weird how it missed. It is weird how it missed. Jeez Louise. All right, well, every Falcon loves Battlefield. Oh, good shield. Good reaction there on side B. Falcon side B, you got to throw it out sometimes. It's just, I don't know.
I do think this is one of the matchups where it's not as good. It's broken against Smart. Everyone knows
good. It's broken against, against Smart, it's just a very real neutral option.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to accept that you have to play around as Marth.
Yeah. For Falco, it's good sometimes, and will RNG beat lasers sometimes.
Yeah. Is it art? That's not really
Not literally, but I don't know why. There's a little box in front of it that literally is projectile immune, and he'll go through lasers.
That thing. Yeah, I've seen that.
It doesn't always go through low lasers. Sometimes low lasers hit him because I think it goes through you and hits behind you, on that same frame or something. Pseudo RNG will beat him. Sure. Hey, he got the same stomp and cancel knee that he got earlier in the turn.
It's somewhere on that list of. There's one.
Yep. Definitely high reward.
Oh yeah. Oh, Johnny going for some kind of aerial out of shield there.
Well, they're rolling to the corner, probably an accident. It's going to put him in a precarious spot. Back air, lose his jump. Oh, I wonder if Fiction could have fast fell and grabbed the ledge first.
Yeah. Okay. Kind of gives that one up. Sometimes Johnny will down tilt that. The side B to the ledge. Sometimes Johnny down tilts that. I always think that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I feel like most other Falcons go for downward angled forward tilt. But then Johnny down tilts it and just combos you.
I feel like for a while I felt like it was just everybody's just handshaking that Falcon's gonna whiff a nair forward tilt and the Spacey will grab the ledge. They just always do.
Sure, yeah.
Nair and the downward angle forward tilt. And it doesn't really cover the sweet spot, But they do it every time, and it's all he can do. He doesn't have run up.
Run up nair.
If you're super frame tight, you can actually live run up.
On Battlefield?
Yep.
Okay, I believe you. Not on Yoshi.
No, not on Yoshi.
Definitely
but on Battlefield you can. But you have to run off nair, close the frame perfectly, and then you have to
Which means you had to have meant to do it.
Yeah, exactly. He did not mean to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think there might be times when that's good. Imagine edge guarding Marth way down there. You just run off nair, clip it.
Yeah. Sheik can do run off forward air. It's kind of a similar concept.
Oh! Puts his toes.
Stepped on his toes.
Oh! That's
fair.
One of the short knees. Sure. Oh, now he's getting the tech chase over here. The fourth throw.
And he doesn't grab it.
That's tough. Insane. Dang.
That's tough, yeah. Always tough to die to a Falco side B. There's been quite a bit of that this set.
More than one, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this pressure, though. The cross-up aerial. That's one of the best ways. You just get the shine. You just get the chase down rolls. You get to keep hitting the shields.
Yeah. Oh, that's a big knockdown. Okay, F smash, but Johnny is able to tech it. Here's the tech chase.
There. Mixed up there instead of just going for the regrabs.
Yeah, Johnny likes to convert it into an aerial when he can.
Yeah. Normally you see stomp or knee, but he actually went for nair there, and it's kind of like a way to hedge his bets against a lot of different options if he doesn't quite get there in time. Fiction might be able to close it out, not quite.
Oh! And then that forward tilt, very risky. I thought that could have been a shield grab. There's that jump back uppy that Johnny likes to do, but ooh, Fiction just combos him off of it.
Yeah, I like how, oh my god, finishes it off. That's a 3-0?
3-0 to reset the bracket, yeah. Insane.
Just like that, the two players are even in set count, even in games. It's 3-3 in this extended best of series now.
Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff.
You so the MLG days where they would do extended series.
They did, yeah. You just there was no it was kind of like what esport is it?
StarCraft is the one I knew it for.
StarCraft, I think, yeah. League, either one of League or Dota does it, where there's no bracket reset. But if you're coming from winners, you just Dota, right? You just have to win one fewer game than your opponent.
Leagues is worse. League just doesn't have double elimination.
League, they just don't. Yeah, they're just like, oh, you got nice, you got the grads.
Yeah,
like that's dope.
People like will complain about how like last year there was Worlds or whatever, and apparently there was a grand total of like 11 international sets played ever, and like all year, and they're like, what? Like, please have double elimination, you know? But speaking of 3-0, you know.
So S2J is gonna have to. Now he's the one where all the momentum is in Fiction side, so he's gonna figure something out.
Yeah, you know what he's gonna have to do? He's gonna have to win some games, I think. So there's one thing he should change from the previous set is that he should go from not winning any sets or not winning any games to winning a non-zero amount of games.
Yeah. Taking a little moment here, taking a breather.
Yeah, so we don't get to see the players in the player cams this time, so we can't see who's stalling. Understandably so. I think after a bracket reset, you're allowed to go use the restroom and stuff. You just finish. Have you ever played like a really long grand finals? Like the one I remember the most is I had a grand finals with Raffle, the Luigi player, that went to game 10, and it was over an hour long because it was 10 games and like 10 games at 5 minutes each with some time in between the games, right? Is because like just Luigi Falco games sometimes are 5 minutes, you know?
So, yeah.
I play,
I'm trying to think because if there was anyone I would have had a set like that with, it would have been Blade-wise, but I don't think so. Because usually if Blade-wise was there, Silent was there, so I'd usually be getting hurt.
Right. So you don't get the
all the times that I was playing Game 10 Grand Finals, it was usually Spacey Dittos.
Yeah, Spacey Dittos tend
not so much. Yeah, they don't usually go so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, they dude. Yeah, those long sets with the double. I had one with Jeez, I had a grand finals with Silent if I remember one time.
Yeah.
In the first, I was either coming for winners or he was coming for winners, and I somehow won a set. No, I think that's what it was. I was coming for losers. I won a set, and he was like, all right, I'm gonna go pee. And I was like, oh. And he went to go pee. He was in that bathroom to like fight. He took quite the pee. He came back and he was like a new player. It was like a different player. I was like, what the hell did you do there, dude? Yeah. He just took that little break and just obliterated and started playing like a top 10 player again. And just
went in there, pulled up the Twitch VOD, did some VOD.
Yeah, must have. Sometimes no, but seriously, sometimes that little break is something you very much should use.
Yep.
And I like that S2J recollected himself because I mean we're seeing already something a lot better.
It could have been Fiction.
Sure. Yeah. Could have been Fiction.
Could have just washed him and then said, "Okay, I need a break."
You could mess with. I feel like you could mess with your opponent mentally.
Yeah, definitely.
You could.
Dude, something that I would do is I like IRL tournaments sometimes. Have you ever had it to where you're waiting at the victory screen and like you're hitting start, and your opponent doesn't hit start?
Doesn't hit start?
And like, dude, I don't even care if we start right away, but just let me move my little cursor around, you know?
Yeah, because it's kind of ominous on that screen because it's black. There's no
your
light.
Character clapping in the background and his is sitting there with a cool victory.
And there's no music.
Yeah, and you're like,
no audio.
I'm pissed. Like, you're not letting me move around.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly. Fiction's corner pressure game, man. Every time Fiction's got his opponent in the corner, he looks so strong. And the more he plays, the more he gets people in the corner. You know?
Yeah, but that time S2J able to turn it around on him. S2J showing some corner pressure of his own. See how S2J gets the open up here.
This position right here. This is the screenshot that Fiction always wants. He wants that laser at the exact inside of that platform spacing. Falcon in the corner. Oh, he just shines the side B. That's one way to do it.
Yeah.
Do it at home, but you got it like that.
Yeah, I mean, if it works, it works. It can feel a little risky, but...
Stomp?
Ooh, I guess on the bright side, you're kind of opposite selecting holding down.
Yeah, true. Although you can't really hold down against side B, right?
It depends what percent you're at.
Yeah, true.
Oh, Johnny, little...
Oh!
Whoa! What a way to
Falco
convert!
Really?
Yeah, I guess so. Oh. Ah, okay. I guess Fiction there didn't feel like he had time.
Yeah.
I guess he didn't feel like he had time for a true punish.
Oh, that
Downer's gonna do it. Wow.
Good. Oh, that's one of those moments where his combo was over. Like he dropped his combo, quote unquote. But he once again prioritizes not letting Falcon get back to center stage. So he just dashes back. Falcon lands on the platform and he gets trip guarded, to steal an FGC term, where there's just a hitbox where he lands. So he can't land safely. And the landing lag gets hit by the up air. And it's just basically a combo, right? Like he double jumped back into the up air and then that combos to the kill. So really sick finish there from Fiction. The trip guard.
Man.
Fiction is on a streak right now, man. He is just running way too hot. There's way too much stage control for someone who got 3-0 in winners.
Yeah, you would not expect that. But I mean, I think it is his own words. I think Fiction would tell you that he's still learning and optimizing and mastering a lot of these Falco matchups.
Yep.
So the adaptation from set to set is something that maybe we should just come to expect.
Yep. And there's something to be said too for like when someone's like your main and you've made them for a long time, a lot of the game plans become subconscious. And sometimes like where Fiction's at, where he's really, really good, but maybe some of the game plans are still conscious. So if he's just like thinking the wrong thing at the time, he won't look as clean, you know?
Right.
His hands don't automatically do the right thing. He only does the right thing if he's like reminds himself, all right, laser back to center stage. Don't chase him into the corner. All right, let's cover the double jump. You know, like if he says those things, then he does the perfect play, you know? But if he's just like, all right, let's go fuck him up. And then he's just like running into moves and he's like, wait, what am I doing? No, I had the game plan.
Yeah, that's right.
Ooh.
Down air. Oh.
Dang.
Jeez. Oh my god. Yeah, Fiction is just super confident right now.
Yeah. He's moving faster, making sure tech flubs too, and just always fighting for center. He's not letting S2J have control of the center ever. So here he's probably okay, he does get corner pressure pretty well there. He's probably gonna try to full hop out. No, he just fights his way out too. So he's fighting from everywhere now.
Right. Yeah, he's down to get a little creative. Wow, that was a pivot forward tilt from S2J that I'm not necessarily even sure if he meant to do. Didn't quite work out. Got caught in the startup, but here we go.
Yeah, pivot forward tilt. The only like the mistake that would cause that maybe is attempted pivot nairs, but that would be like a weird way to mess it up. So
yeah.
You know who did pivot forward tilts was Hugo. Yeah, that was the one thing he was randomly. He could just pivot forward tilt. I was like, why did he do that? He's not like.
I know he shield dropped. years ago else, which I always thought was fascinating.
Yeah. Probably with the straight down method.
Straight down method, I think. Yeah, straight down. Yeah. Oh, reverse. Oh, big stomp here. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I like S2J just going out with the confidence. I feel like there's been moments where he knocks him off stage, jumps out off stage, but kind of says like, maybe Fiction can reverse me off of this. I'm gonna back off.
Yeah, but this time he definitely had to follow up, and that nair extension was really cool too because it was like a reverse nair, so it's really awkward to DI.
Yeah, I didn't see nair coming, to be honest with you. I thought he was gonna try to get a knee.
Yeah, and even when I saw it, I would have expected it to get sent to the left, but it's sent to the right. So I might have mixed up my DI even upon reacting to nair, you know?
Oh,
like layers to that DI mix up.
By the way, I'm always impressed when I see a Falcon who gets the gentleman, even when like even when some of the hits whiff. Yeah, because the way it works is it counts the number of frames that you were holding A, and if that goes over 4, you miss the gentleman. Yeah. And you can cheat it by hitting their shield or hitting their body, but if it whiffs, then you're just TAS.
Did you just describe how to gentleman in the most succinct way I've ever heard described?
All the videos are like 10 minutes long. I know. Just clip this and.
It took me so long to understand how. I would ask people how to do it, and they just said, "Yeah, you just hit AA."
Oh God, dude, you can't ask. You can't ask Falcon Mins how to gentleman. You have to. Yeah, they all say just feel it. You have to ask like non-Falcon mains.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, you have to ask a hard-working Fox main out here. You know, we'll tell you.
The one I learned from was the Pikachu main named Axe. Axe actually made a really good video on it.
Freeze here. Maybe someone quit out.
Oh no! No! We're continuing. That might have just been on our end.
Yeah.
Falcon.
Oh my God! What?
Another one!
Oh my God!
A bear? Okay, he's a little late.
Yeah. That was definitely the hardest tech to cover with that bear. So
yeah,
make him work for it. And that should be the kill. And this is okay.
Yeah. Oh no! He went too low. I mean. He fast fell a little bit.
Yeah, you can fast fall a little bit. So
no, you can.
It is definitely a game of inches, and he was playing with it and just barely messed it up. Almost gave himself a chance, right? Because he goes last stock. That's Johnny stock waiting to happen. Doesn't quite find it though, which puts Fiction up again even more. Is that 1-0 or 2-0? That's 2-0, right? Set 2. That's 5 in a row. 5 unanswered games, I think.
Yeah. This is quite the statement from Fiction right now. He might just complete the reverse. I don't even know if it's called a reverse sweep at this point.
Yeah.
It's
reverse double.
By some yeah, I guess so.
Double reverse sweep with a twist.
Yeah. Jeez Louise. Yeah, no twists to be found on that stop.
All right. Johnny mixing up the stage a little bit. We have 2 battlefields in a row.
I think Dreamland is wonderful for Falcon. I'm a little shocked he hasn't tried Stadium too.
Yeah.
Nice.
First set was Battlefield Pokemon Battlefield.
Aha, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah. Second one was Battlefield Dreamland. So that is all the Falcon stages. I think if you can't do it on Pokemon Dreamland or Battlefield, it's gonna be hard to win the set. You know. So Fiction's just playing so well though, and you know, one thing about the way that he's playing is like the corner's the corner, no matter what stage you're on. You know. So a lot of the game is played on the last 10% of real estate here. So what is Falcon really going to do?
Definitely feels that way. Yeah. This is definitely one of those sets that makes like this is a set that I think Falco players should watch and study. Yeah. Just the way Fiction's playing it, very reliable and very exemplary of I think how Falco beats Falcon.
Yep. And it's funny because this is exactly how he beat Falcon with Fox too. He was so good at getting into the corner with Fox and then just like standing at the correct location and then using backer and up tilt and backer until Fox.
Right. It's Falcon's weakness. It's Falcon's like big weakness is that he kind of struggles to if he's set up, if he has room to run wild and go crazy, you know.
Oh, the double jab gets the tech and it doesn't matter.
Oh, going out there just like he did to Eddie Mexico.
Yeah, that's the top down there. He now is no longer afraid. Power shield standing laser. Even his tech clubs are impressive.
Need a Johnny stock. Oh God! Bad feeling when you mess up your in-between stock tech skill. Yeah. Oh, hang on a minute. This is. Oh, he was almost about to go crazy. He was almost about to go crazy.
Yeah, I think I heard. I think it was Goon from SoCal who described comboing Falco as it feels like defusing a bomb. You're just like red wire, blue wire, red wire, tech by shine. No.
Yeah. Oh, that was. Oh, jeez. The fact that Fiction tech that was awesome. I thought that was a really tricky reverse narrative. Fiction was ready. Get up. CC. That's probably it. I would just.
Yeah, he probably could have. It was kind of a tricky spot to just go for the insta suicide, so he probably had it. Yeah.
Falcon kick isn't working. Oh God, he's gonna go high.
Yeah.
That's gonna be it. Nice job.
Fiction closes out the 6-0. What a sick finish to the tournament. After losing the last set to Johnny before this tournament and then getting 3-0'd the first set this tournament, to come back with like such a strong performance that looked so not a fluke. You know, like that really looked like he was playing the matchup in a way that was rehearsed and very
it was great. Good to see. I mean, we saw the adaptation even in the Eddie set, right? Like the way he was edge guarding at the beginning where he's getting caught by misfire, and then the way he's edge guarding at the end where he's really not leaving it to chance.
Exactly.
Fiction definitely showing growth in terms of his matchup spread, even game to game, set to set, which is what you gotta expect with a player as big brain as he is.
Yep.
Good stuff to him.
He is holding center stage with various characters. That's what I love about him because it's like the
Yeah.
kind of the most honest way to play Melee if you think about it, where you're just like having center stage should be good, and it is good, and I win from center stage. I win from the good position, you know? So yeah. So it looks like we are going to be closing it out here. That was a great tournament. Shout outs to everyone who showed up, S2J and Fiction for giving us that finals, and some of the other players like Eddie Mexico's run was really sick. Casper, Bobby, Salt. So definitely a lot of good showings throughout. It sounds like we're about to raid Mango. Is that what's about to happen here? Mango, have you heard of that guy?
Yeah, we could raid. Mango's playing some. Okay, gonna raid Mango. Cool.
Cool.
Well, everybody say hi to Mango, and thanks for tuning in again. This has been second iteration of FlyQuest's upgraded Training Mode Tuesdays, and many more to come with high level play on both coasts at at a convenient time slot every single Tuesday.
True.
See you next week.
Farewell, everyone.